Hey guys, so I am going to be testing Qui-Gon today. This is a deck that I'd love to play. It is a ton of fun. The manipulation, bouncing, playing a unit, bouncing it back to your hand, getting another win plate effect, and it really shines early and late game. Right. My mid game is more focused on hand control, which is can be very snowbally. It works great against aggro, it feels like, and it works great against control. But other mid range, it feels a little awkward, like the Obi, what is it? The Obi Vengeance Temple or whatever. I tend to struggle with that deck. I'm sure most decks struggle with it when they start out with the Jedi Consular and they can just keep pace with me or even get ahead of pace of me. And but outside of that, so like what I like to look for is if I'm playing a ground-based deck, I want to open with a Contracted Hunter or a Pod Racer in my hand, right? And the reason for that is I can turn one. So if I start, I'm playing one of my 12 Force units, right? And they drop a unit, and if Contracted Hunter or Anakin's Pod Racer is in my hand, I kill it, I play it, kill it, and then I swing with my Force unit and then bounce the Contracted Hunter back into my hand, even if I don't have anything to play with, because it's just allowing me to utilize it as an extra card in my hand. It's going to die anyway, so I can either just resource it next round. I lose the Force while I'm doing that, but sometimes having that card allows you to use it as a resource that you wouldn't have used otherwise, and you'd have to resource something else that you didn't want to. If I open with like 2/2 drops, especially a youngling Padawan, and Anakin's Pod Racer or Contracted Hunter, that's the best start you can get, unless they're going space, and then Blue Leader's the best start you can get. But you open up, you play your 2-drop unit, then you ambush in with your 3-drop, and then you use Qui-Gon's ability to bounce it and play the Padawan and get the Force back. So you're staying on the Force, you get the Contracted Hunter back to your hand, or the Pod Racer, or Blue Leader, even if it killed something and there's still another unit out, let's just get it off the table so we can ambush it again next turn. And you still have the Force. So then you're just sitting there trying to spam control that board as long as you can. And if you can start getting... Really, you don't want to play Ahsoka unless you're playing like a space deck and you need to control it somehow. You play Ahsoka on resource turn 5, right? So you want to be able to go Duchess Investigators, show the Ahsoka, discard a card at random, bounce the Duchess's Investigators, play Ahsoka. Now they lost 2 cards, right? And that's all predicated on if you can survive. If you've been able to use one of those, I got 8 ambushing 3-drops. If you were able to help control the board, then you can start focusing on that hand hate, and you'll really find that you can get a lot of value in doing that, because now they're so oppressed into what they have to do, right? They have to get everything out of their hand on the board, and so you're finding yourself in the next 2 or 3 turns in spots where you can open up by just playing an Ahsoka and discarding the only card in their hand, because they get down to 0 cards at some point between the 3 Ahsokas, the 2 Investigators, and the 3 Will of the Forces, because that's another control method. You just bounce the card back to their hand and then use the Force, discard it, right? Not always going to be able to do that. Sometimes you're going to have to play the Sentinel, whether it's Obi-Wan or whether it's Captain Typho. Against like Landos and Krennics, I like to play the Max Rebo band just because they're not too focused on killing anything. They're trying to ramp too, so it gives you that turn. For you, anytime you can generate a credit, I started with Bix Colleen or Bix Catine or something. But me discarding my own cards felt really awkward. It was helpful because if I can get Qui-Gon, if I can get resources above my curve, I can start playing Depa Billaba, Keller and Beck, Yoda before I'm supposed to, and I get their powerful abilities, and then I get to bounce them back to my hand and drop a Ahsoka, right? Drop a Duchess Investigators, drop a Captain Typho. It is super, super powerful like playing Depa Balaba, right? Yeah, Balaba. And I read the book, I should know. Getting Depa, smacking something for 5, and if they don't have an answer to remove it right away, they might have an answer. Sometimes they don't. It doesn't feel like the best move for them, so they don't take that opportunity. Then I just bounce it right back to my hand and drop. I mean, all these list of cards. The investigators, Ahsoka Tano, Rebo Band, right, to get back up to resources. The one of my 3, 6, 8 ambush cards. Like I get a powerful ability on Depa, the ambush saboteur, and then I get to pop it back and ambush something again. So that's only exacerbated when you start getting to 8 resources, because I can play the Yoda and then bounce him back after I got a 5 heal, play Keller and Beck, get 2 units, right? Go into next turn, play Yoda again, bounce Keller and back, put down Depa or put down Ahsoka, and it's just, you start chaining these things, and it's pretty wild. So we will give it a shot here. I think, let's see, I'll go right here, and let's see, we'll just do best of ones for now. So we'll see what happens here. Aggro space can be rough because we're 90% ground, but there are things we can do. So in here, we're not looking for any of this. We really want a blue leader, so we basically just hard mulligan for a blue leader. Against a ground-based deck, that would have been a brilliant start. So we're not getting to that, and we're not getting to that right now, so we'll start right here. So Ahsoka's decent because she can exhaust a unit. The Will of the Force is great. If he starts building up a unit too high out there, we can kind of shut it down a little bit. But let's see what happens. See if he gets an ideal start and gets another unit down. All right, so that's something that we can Will of the Force. Okay, we just got lucky here, so we'll get rid of the Pod Racer because he's not going to play any ground. Ambush, and this is kind of what I'm talking about here. I'm going to kill this, and I'm going to bounce it back to my hand probably. Which sucks, we lose the Force, so that'll really depend, I guess. If he plays 2 cards here, so I'm gonna get the Force here no matter what. But if he uses all 3 resources to like that, he'll probably open Major Von Reg, so I want to be able to play Will of the Force. I think I'm not going to bounce it. I'm going to hope he plays a unit first to try to buff that unit. Let's go with that. Let's try to, let's see. At least we have the option to, he's going to play a lot of events, so he'd probably be able to dodge this Ahsoka, but if he just flips onto it right now, it'll be Ahsoka that I play here because Will of the Force won't do anything, but that's exactly what I wanted him to do. So I'm going to go like this, burn that out, and it got rid of, that's a good card to hit just because it's an event. I mean, it's annoying anyway, but if I can strip the events, that makes my Ahsokas more powerful. So now, okay, perfect. So I don't care about that. I guess I just leave the blue leader. Doesn't really matter. So now we're getting to a point where I can use Kelleran in a couple of turns. If I can't find a way to kill this, I can run 3 into it, play Beck, hopefully draw another one, run 3 more into it, so it dies. What would have been really nice right there is that moment I was talking about. If I have Windfall, play it right now. Next turn I go to Yoda and can just kill it. So I'm going to open with this in case I draw another blue leader. I probably won't even swing with Anakin. It depends on if he only uses 2 resources. Oh, yeah, this is brutal because I really want to save this in case I miss next round. That's all right. So I'm gonna play Ahsoka, start stripping his hand a little bit. Doesn't matter. Ooh. So one of my options here is to swing in for the damage, bounce Ahsoka, play the youngling, and then I have Ahsoka that can knock down another unit and discard a card. Or I claim here and try to just RNG him and smack him with another blue leader. So I think that's less likely. So I'm going to take the safe route because this is going to strip his hand. I don't know if he's going to resource or not next turn, but I'm going to go like this, generate the force, and then pass. So I would have missed anyway, so if I would have claimed early, I would have lost out on the 2 damage and getting a card out of his hand. So I'm going to go like this, try to exhaust Von Reg Interceptor right here, which he's taking time to think about it, so he probably is going to lose a unit. Yeah. So we drop that. So, okay, so I'm going to deploy Qui-Gon, but I'm not going to swing with him. I'm just going to claim in the hopes that I can find something to stop the 6 damage. And there it is. So this is an interesting line here. So I have a choice. I can just drop the cruiser. He could beguile it or something like that. Or I can try to get greedy, which is what I'm going to try to do because it's already at 16. So I'm going to look for it. I hit it. Right, here's the blue leader. I'm going to ambush, kill Von Reg. But now I'm going to swing with Qui-Gon, bounce the Kelleran back, and drop the Consular's cruiser to stop more damage. Right? And this is perfect because then I get to go in my next turn. Kelleran's going to be in my hand. I'm going to get to drop Yoda, kill anything on the board, heal 5, and then swap Yoda for... let's see, what did he exhaust? Oh, he exhausted Qui-Gon. So that sucks. But it's okay. I'm just going to take more damage than I want to. Get that off the table. And I think he wants to try to kill me. I'm going to take my damage here. It might be a mistake, but yeah, now I'm claiming. If he's got a card, he can play it. Yeah, totally fine. Okay, so this is nice. There's not a big reason for me to need 2 Yodas right now. So I'm going to open here. Boom, boom. Nothing special, just when defeated. And then so I'll take that off the board. So then... Okay. Well... Let's see. We'll put it all into Yoda. Because now I'm going to bounce Yoda. And drop that. So now he can't, unless he's got a 1-drop, I don't think he can kill me this round. Or not kill me, but kill the cruiser. Oh, he already buffed it. Okay, my bad. So he can't clear that. Okay. Which is fine. I don't need to take the 5 damage. I'm playing more of a long game. Don't need this. And I'm going to heal 5 again with Yoda and nuke that ship. And basically I'm just doing this the rest of the game. So I've healed 10. Yeah, and that's the end of the game. So Riku, here's Boba, another pilot deck. So, I mean, I really don't want to be playing against pilot decks, but, you know, it... Oh, he doesn't want to play against me. And I used to have... What's the 2-drop ambush ship that takes damage every end phase? I used to run 2 of those in here, and I might have to put them back in. So, let's see. This is a pretty nice hand. I'm going to keep this. So I want to keep both of these turn 2 plays, or turn 1 plays. I'm going to probably get rid of this. And I really don't want to get rid of my Sentinel. What are we going to do here? I'm more afraid of Chewie on something. I probably should get rid of the Pod Racer instead of Typho, but I'm going to keep it just in case. So, let's go like that. Beautiful. Love that. So now I don't need this anymore. So let's go go like this. Didn't have the reveal, which is really nice. So I will take that out. I'm going to go like this. And I don't need 2 copies of that. So my Anakin's probably going to die here, which sucks because then I can't generate the Force. Oh, he didn't do that. Okay. No, it died here anyway. Let's go. Okay. So I think that's alright. I'm not going to have the Force, which sucks, but I can just claim here. I'm going to lose my Force unit. I really do like that, but not right now. See what he decides to do. He's probably going to take out the Counselor. Which leaves me without a unit. There's the Windfall. It's a turn late. I can start. Yeah, so this is kind of a brutal spot. I'm going to get rid of one of the Becks. I guess the answer is just start trimming this stuff down. Yeah. So that's interesting. I think I will. I don't need the extra credits now. It makes it seem like kind of a waste because I could have just played Ahsoka originally. But I mean, the only difference is I can play Mando next turn if I draw it, and I can play Yoda next turn if I draw it. I'm gonna do this now that he's kind of gone through some of his cards. Maybe he's only got units left. Yeah, and I get to exhaust that, and I get to kill the spy token. So Amidala can't punish me unnecessarily. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. And I definitely don't need that. So let's see, Naboo and official, nope. So I'm going to go here. I didn't get what I was hoping for. So if he's smart, he swings with Kanan. He's not. So here's where we go like this. Oh, I can kill his Padme. I think I have to kill his Padme. What's his last card? I got to get rid of that card in his hand. What is it? Nothing. All right. Well, that's okay. It could have. I mean, he had 7 resources open. That stops a lot of stuff. So don't need that. Kills Qui-Gon. Yeah. I think I can hit the Obi-Wan here because I didn't hit him last time. That's kind of what I was hoping for last time. No, but I had one in my hand. I get to use it again. So he's gonna kill the other Padme, which is fine. That way he can get his 5 damage in. Okay. swings. I can't afford to take another swing of 5. That is nice. Okay. So I think I keep it all because it's all super good stuff. Right here sucks because then I can't play my other killer in this turn. Okay, especially into that. Okay, that's like perfect for me because I have another killer in, he doesn't. So this is where I like to go like this, bounce, don't play anything, and just play it again, get rid of his hand. Sucky card, but that's alright. At least now if he wants to resource, he's got to resource one of his good ones. Not theoretically good one, but... So what did he do? Did he pass? Passes. He wants to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to go here. That's fine. Ooh. Yep. Make him discard the other card. That's fine. And then let's go this. Kill that. Okay, so finally we're drawing into some bigger stuff other than Kellerin. I mean, Kellerin's been super nice, but of course I just got rid of the blue ace. I'm like, he hasn't played any space at all the whole game. Well, I can't use my other Ahsoka. I guess we'll go like this. Let's see, how many blue aces have I gone through? I have one more Sentinel ship. Alright, let's just swing in. There's my Yoda. We like our buddy Yoda. I probably didn't have to resource that, but I like I like going above what I have. Let's see. That way I can just get in some really crazy plays. Okay, I'm doing this so I can get all the value out of that before the light maker taps me down. Okay, so now, okay, alright, we'll leave it, we'll see. There's not a ton that he can do here. So I think the answer is Mando into this. Absorb that. So he's going to play another one. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought he showed another Typho when he did it. Use Typho. I must have been mistaken. I thought he showed another Typho when I attacked his Typho. But yeah, anyway, so now I can start generating the force and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But that was a little tighter of a game. So that's 2 wins. Okay, at least it's not a space deck, but controls fun as well. But now I just need to get my discard engine going. So I don't have a turn 1 play, otherwise I really like this hand. Okay, I don't hate this hand. So we'll go like this. I don't really care about trading units with him in the beginning. He's going to either play plot stuff, and I just want to get my resources up, which I have access to, the Rebo Band. and then into the next turn of the Windfall. So he's going to kill my unit. That's fine. I probably shouldn't have even played it. Yeah, I shouldn't have even played it, just because I could have resourced it this turn, because I don't want to resource either one of these cards, but I have to resource one. So Anakin, oh, that's weird. I thought Anakin was going to die for sure. So I'm going to go in next round, get my credit. I love this card too in this matchup, but I need the Windfall. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it, because now I can play Yoda next turn. So, and then as long as I don't hit his base, there's no 5-cost removal like Rival's Fall. I know there's a 6-cost Lost and Forgotten. Oh yeah, we're gonna claim here, and that thing's gonna die. And I like all of this. So since this deck is, even though I don't want to just resource anything, this deck is designed around units' abilities. So having to play Will of the Force is kind of counterintuitive. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna open here, pay 3 for Yoda, heal 5 from a base, and pow, that's gone. I think the right move here is to run this into him, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bounce the Rebo Band. Gosh, you know what I can do? If he doesn't kill Rebo here, which he didn't, next turn I go to 6 plus a credit and a second credit. So I'm going to actually bounce Yoda here for Kelleran, because I can just replay Yoda next turn. So when I use Force, that thing's dead, and Kelleran is going to drop that. Which, doing that, I didn't pay attention. I don't want to request it back. I forgot that uses my resource. So now I can't play Yoda, which is a pretty big mistake. But that's okay. So I should have made sure I could play Yoda again. And so just picking a 3-cost unit. But anyway, so I was on resource turn 5, got to play Yoda, got the heal and kill effect, and then I got Kelleran as well. So we're going to go... Man, this is crazy. So I have to swing with this, but I don't want Kelleran to die. So what I'm going to hope... I'm going to do it anyway, because it's Kelleran clearing 2 units. Yeah, so I can't take 9 damage to the base right now, even though I guess I could because I have Yoda. Oh, he didn't do it. So this is a huge mistake that people are making against this deck right now, because they don't realize, they're like, oh, I'll just kill it later. So I'm going to bounce this right here and discard a random card from his hand. Because now I get to play Yoda and Kelleran again next turn, right? So I'm going to pay without credits. Exhaust unit's already exhausted, so now I flip, I swing, I remove this, put that down. So now I got unlimited resources, so unless he's got, which the new Super Laser Blast is, that would be out of aspect, so yeah. So I think we're in great shape right now. Because no matter what he does here, yeah, it doesn't matter, because I can just Yoda and kill Palpatine. Do I want to kill Palpatine, though? I guess not. Well, actually, yeah, no, I gotta take this out. So if I had a 2-drop in here, I could Jedi Consular a 2-drop right after doing this to get the Force to trigger Yoda's again, but I can't. Oh, yes, I can. So I'm going to go like this and generate the force. Okay, so he's done. So I'm going to bounce. Instead of bouncing Yoda, I'm going to bounce this back to my hand, and then I'm going to go like this, play it for 2 less, bam, bam. All right, there you go. So that's some of the madness. So this will be interesting because Maul and like Talzin have the ability to keep me off the Force. So we'll see how that goes. It's a good start. I really want, since I'm going first, I really want Contracted Hunter. These blue leaders aren't doing me any good, even though the 2 drops I got are really nice. Didn't get one. Don't need either of these cards in this matchup. I mean, maybe play Scimitar, and that's fine and great. I'm not going to bank on that's the reason why I get wrecked. Alright, come on, Contracted Hunter or Anakin's Pod Racer. Nope. So we'll go here. So yeah, I had, I think 5. Let's look. I had 2, 3, 4, 5. Theoretically 6, because he stops him from swinging. 6 cards to pull his outs right there. Go like that. Play Rebo. Start getting, I mean, that's the reason why I played Bix before, is because it generated those credits, and when I got a couple of credits, I can just do things that don't make sense. Like if I draw into a Windfall next turn, I didn't. I hate discarding any of this stuff. Or resourcing. So I'm going to just take my kill right there. That's going to sting. So I think let's force him to make a tough decision. I think he's going to have to swing into the counselor. No, he did not. Well, I'm going to claim. Come on, show me a Deppa's not going to do it. Deppa doesn't kill him. Still don't need you. Alright, so I'm going to open with... Oh, man, I forgot about the extra credit from Rebo. So if I drew Yoda there, he's dead. If I draw a Mando there, he's dead. Anyway, gives me out. So now I can actually get outs into not just Obi-Wan, but my Captain Typho. Which I didn't hit either. But this works too, because it gives me Gunji, to kill him. That's going to hurt, though. I guess I use... No, I used this because I want the Force, and I might have to claim next, depends on what he plays. So next turn I go to 6, plus a credit, plus a second credit, so I'll be at 8. Alright, so 6, 7, 8, yeah. Unless he can kill the Rebo band, which he did not, so I'm going to claim. Still haven't hit my top end yet. That's okay. So this is going to be let him do his thing. He's not going to use the Force. So Maul and Ascent to Kaz would suck. That sucks too, but we're alright with that, I think. So take this. Hopefully he flips Maul. Actually, what I should have done, he didn't do it. Okay. So that's interesting. So let's go like this. Start nuking his hand a little bit. So swing here. I'm going to doesn't matter how I do this, it doesn't matter how I do this. So then flip here. So I can keep my credits, that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I don't know why my brain would not process that as an easy line. So I dropped 2 cards out of his hand, right? And, oh, not that. I'm sorry. Okay. Without credits, make him discard, swing, and this is where I like to put her back in my hand, even though I'm giving up that unit. Don't need that. So now if he plays Synthicaz, that's fine. Oh, was he only at 5 resources last time? No, that wouldn't make any sense. He just didn't resource this time. So yeah, the play lines can be a little funky. Like just that whole last turn, me trying to figure out how to not spend my credits, and with the force, the bouncing, and the consular. But I should have been able to see it. I played it enough, but it can be a little wonky. And I just put the Rebo band in, and so adding that math into my next turn is something I'm not used to yet. So there's a Synta, which should be fine. It's going to smack me for 5. That's his whole turn. And I can clear his board and heal 5. Okay, so I'll open with Yoda. And we will kill Maul. Okay, so then I'm going to... I need the Force. So I'm going to swing for 2, and then I'm going to play Ahsoka, use 2 credits. When I use the Force, kill that, and then he's got to discard. And then I'm going to bounce Yoda back to my hand and play Typho so I can heal next turn 5 more. Okay, so I'm going to pass on the Scimitar. And that's the reason why I put Ahsoka back into my hand. Whenever I can, I try to always put Ahsoka back into my hand or the Duchess Investigator so I can just keep drop her. Oh, see, and that's a great reason for not... I'm just going to take my heal here and pass on the damage. So then I can bounce Yoda back, play Kelleran, so I've healed for 10, with showing that I'm going to heal again another 5 next turn. So I'm going to bounce him, play this, and I have Ahsoka on the table, right? Yeah. I think it's still worth it. Just keep hammering away at the hand. I'm an idiot. Did it again. I'm not going to ask him this time. I mean, this game's pretty well decided. Don't need Windfall. So there's basically nothing he can play now that's going to... I mean, the game is... Actually, he could play that Super Laser Blast. That would suck. I'm going to take my 7. So I've healed for 10, so I should be at 23 right now, which makes the game feel much closer than it actually was. But all right, so I think that's 4 in a row.
Hello there.
We're not playing against anything crazy, but you know. All right. Now this deck can be a problem with. So I have Space Ambush. Man, I like a lot of this hand. Deep. I do not like giving up. I have 2 more, but I don't have a top end, and I have ways to get there early. So I think I get rid of. Good lord. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm just going to pray for more top end later. All right, let's do it. See what he does. Because next turn I can play the Padawan. Okay, I think that's all right. As long as he doesn't. Okay. Oh man. Man. Okay. Screw it. I'm gonna play the most streamlined way. I'm gonna go here to here. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to 4, 5 total, so I can play Windfall. Do I need that? No. Okay, so I'm at 5. I think. Yeah, I'll just play this, because now I'm going to be able to play Mandalorian next turn. You can kill that, that's fine. I don't love it, but take my 1 point of damage, thank you. So Mando's got 8. Right? Okay, perfect. So this is great. So this is a good scenario, where if I play Mando, I ambush in, hit for 3, right, and then he spawns the spy, and he can swing for 5 more to kill Mando. So instead, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play Mando. And I'm getting to play such big threats that that it's taking heat off Max Rebo band. Oh, I can actually take. I was going to take Sabine's Masterpiece. She flips on 5. I actually think I'm going to take Nemec. I was going to go take Sabine's Masterpiece. Oh, he's going to hit me. Oh, he couldn't hit me for 5. That's great. So this is what I wanted to happen, where now I'm just going to go like this, bounce it back, because he was going to end up killing him anyway. And I'm going to play Keller in here, and I'm going to drop Ahsoka. Okay. So 2 things are going to happen next turn if he doesn't kill that. So I'm going to go up to 7 if he doesn't kill a Rebo. So I'm going to get to swing with Beck, and if he doesn't kill Beck, bounce it back to my hand and play a Sentinel, and then play Beck again. Yoda's coming, baby. Alright, so if he doesn't kill Beck right now, he's going to be hurting a little bit. Which he didn't kill Beck. Oh, he still didn't. Okay, so I'm going to do this, return a friendly leader, or non-leader unit. Boom. So now he's going to have to waste some stuff here. Hopefully like an aggressive negotiations. Nope. Still couldn't kill it. Okay, that's great. Let's go. I'm getting Yoda next turn. So let's go like this. I like preventing damage. Okay. This is, I think this is going well. So I'm going to take that out because I just don't want any more damage coming out. I get the Force. Okay. So, deploy Qui-Gon. Let's see. I will... I think I'm going to do this. Bounce. Take that out. Okay. And then I go to 8. Don't need Windfall. And I finally got Depa the first time in 5 games. So that's fine because it's not going to kill me. I have the Force. Use it. Use the Force. Heal 5. Pow. Pow. And then whatever he plays, I can steal with... Oh, no. Never mind. Wrong. Thought for some reason that was not... Or one less. But yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. That's a pretty good deck.
Hello there.
One more. Okay. Haven't played against this. This is interesting. Okay. I think I like this. It sucks giving up Typho, but I like Ahsoka better, which sounds stupid. Because Typho is like one of the best cards in the game. Oh, that sucks. That sucks something fierce. Okay. Okay, so that really sucks. Do I give up another big card? I do have more, but I think I'm going to go like that. Just take the Force, because he can't kill either one of those units. So let's take out... Let's take out Han before he gets big. He should trade here, I imagine. Oh, okay, well that works too. So I'll make him discard now. And I like my stuff. So go like that. So this would have been a great spot for Windfall. So far that I think it's only had it in my hand once when I could play it that opportunely. Okay. Let's make you discard again. And we'll make you discard that. Let's go like that. So he's not getting any damage on my base, and he's down to 1 card. He keeps... I feel like he keeps getting good cards, but that's what this deck is, just a whole bunch of good cards. Force him to play the card in his hand right now. He didn't. I love that. Oh, well. Okay, so now we have Yoda. So if he didn't top deck something huge, if he did, that's problematic for sure. So I think we go. So if I go like this, if he has removal, I'm screwed here. I think I probably just lose. But if I hit him for 4 here, I get to bounce Yoda. Okay, perfect. So I take this out. I get to bounce Yoda, put down Contracted Killer. And go pow, pow. Okay, perfect. And I like all that. I do, however, think that my Gungi's going to die. So we'll go like this. 50% shot. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Hit the Qui-Gon. Okay, and then I got, yeah, so I'm not dumping any of this stuff. Let's see. I think, unfortunately, I have to play Depa. So this is it's an 80 card. Now let's play. I'm not going to get to bounce this turn, which sucks, and I need to generate the force. But I guess we just dropped that guy. I thought about the Consular because the Yoda Consular ability is so nice. He knows I have Yoda already, so that's fine. Okay. I don't need Windfall. Let's just start swinging for 7. Let's see. I can't afford to let him. Oh, you know what I'm going to do here? Let's do that. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Don't need Windfall. So if I can get that Ahsoka back in my hand, this is going to be real sweet. Because here's the trick. When you're here, he probably isn't going to resource. Oh, he did anyway. Wow, that was kind of silly of you, my friend. Okay. So I think we just go. Get rid of the Anakin. Put that back in my hand. Sucks because I keep giving up the Force, but he's not hitting me. So I, with the Yoda, it's fine that I don't have the Force. So I should have done that differently because I need to generate the Force. Oh well. Okay. So let's see. I think I need to create a different threat on the board because I don't want to lose my Ahsoka. I really don't want to lose my Ahsoka. Perfect. Okay. And let's see. And then drop the card. He's not happy. Oops. I mean, little does he know it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I have the Will of the Force again. Oh, I should have hit the base, but because then I would generate the Force, and then I can use Qui-Gon to bounce. Or just Will the Force, all kinds of stuff I could have done better there. Yeah, it's fine. All right, well, I mean, that's a pretty good run. Anyway, so show it again. That's what I'm working with right now. Yeah, the windfall, it sucks because I really want that to to work, and it worked great once, I think. And I think I played it 2 or 3 times total in those 5 games. But there was several games where if I had it in my opening hand or had kept it, which I just never drew it. But if I'm going into resource 5, I can go from 5 to 9, and I can start doing all that gibberish. But anyway, that's the deck. The sideboard is a hot mess. Mostly, I have that right now. Let's see. It is more space stuff, more top end. The Liberties are just to match decks that go really top end. Jam Communications, what was that for? That was for a very specific purpose. Oh, Aggressive Negotiations. For Aggressive Negotiations decks, best 2 out of 3. You know, I can sometimes get them in the first one anyway. But then if I can side that in when they're holding a bunch of cards, you're just like, 1 cost. Oftentimes I can have an extra credit, or just I can spend 1 to get a 3, 4, 5, attack pump out of their hand. So I don't know if that should be main board or not. If Aggressive Negotiation is just going to be everywhere, then that will probably be a main board card. And it is just another way to get super, hammering down their hand, but I also don't want to go too far. I do have a lot in here already. The 3 Will of the Force, 3 Ahsoka, 2 Duchess Investigators. That's 8 cards in hand tape, but you also hopefully kind of saw how it works in conjunction and wiggles. I mean, using Ahsoka after you've played something bigger to take care of something on the board or present, Keller and Beck plus something, and then saying, you know what, Kelleran's coming back. He's going to do that again next turn, but I get to Ahsoka over the top and whittle your hand down. That's where, that turning of actions, just multiple cheating of actions over the course of a turn that you shouldn't be able to do. That's where Qui-Gon shines. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.